Hi guys, welcome to the informative. Today we are here at Kenya School of Flying. This is the oldest flying school in Kenya. It is one of the best flying schools in East and Central Africa. Yeah, this school, the first female captain to commander.
787, that's the Dreamliner, as we all know.
Yeah, she studied here. So that means this is a monumental school of flying. So today we are here with the chief pilot at the Kenya School of Flying, and is going to be telling us why you should come to this school and become a pilot, why Kenya School of Flying, and much more.
Absolutely.
Welcome.
Thank you so much, my dear.
Yeah.
Welcome to Kenya School of Flying.
Thank you so much.
This is where we cement the best and we produce nothing less than the best. To begin with, the Kenya School of Flying, as you can see, it's actually over 30 years now of pilot training. We've been in the field professionally, producing pilots, of course, for the longest time, varying all the way from the GA, aerial, photography, mapping, survey, all the way to the commercial or the airline flying. So we are glad to have been like the first indigenous school, to come to the market.
That's really impressive.
Absolutely. And there's no single day that I fly in this airspace, let's say, in the Kenyan airspace or even within the region. As far as even you can go to West Africa, there's no single day I've flown in this airspace and I haven't had a product of Kenya School. So you can imagine.
Nice.
Yes, so we've been in the industry for quite some time now, over 30 years in the system.
Okay.
And yes, the reason why we're here, I'm sure you must have seen our brochures.
I have.
And it says in bold, learn how to fly with the best. Because generally, if you look at the industry, who doesn't want the best?
Not even that. You see, my viewers, I always tell them,
Yes.
I will always bring for them the best. The best. That's why I will always bring them the best, and that's why the channel is called The Informative to Transform.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I would like to thank The Informative for making time to come to Kenya School of Flying. And we'll be willing to guide you through what you're looking for, and not only you, but also for our dear viewers in this case, to tell them what it takes to become a pilot, what to enroll, what subjects you need to look for, and the necessary steps in terms of duration, and even as you study what should you be doing to become a better pilot, because there's so many pilots out there, but what is that key element that makes certain pilots better than others?
And I've seen a phrase on the brochure.
Yes.
Do you want to become a driver of a plane or a professional pilot?
That's the thing. Yes, we have many drivers outside there. Because trust me, I'm not, by the way, what on matatu, no hard feelings, but there's a whole lot difference between matatu drivers and us. And that one goes to the safety standards that we have, which is a key element. And we have a culture to it. We have a trait to it, and how we carry ourselves, more especially in the industry. And that doesn't come automatically. We have to groom our people. Okay, all those things when it comes to discipline, the hard work we're talking about, we instill that into our people from the moment they joined. From the cadet level all the way until they get their private pilot license, which is the first license that will get a professional license, to the commercial pilot license, until the multi-engine instrument rating, as they progress further to the airline.
So by cadet, you mean the person, the first, when you join?
Yes, like a fresher.
Okay, so a fresher for flying is a cadet.
Yes, we call them cadets.
So before we dive into that, please tell us what made you want to become a pilot?
Wow.
Even becoming a pilot is a prestigious profession.
Well, I wouldn't call it that way, because when you have the thought of it just in your head, even before it matures to become like something tangible, it goes back, long way. When I was a kid, the stories all of us used to say that, like, when I grow up I want to be a pilot, when I grow up I want to be a president, and all that. I grew up as a technical guy. I love machines. I loved machines so much, to an extent, like, in the house I could dismantle items. Remember?
So you're one of those children.
Yes, the cassettes, we used to rotate them with a pen. There is side A, side B. Maybe you have a favorite song. It's about maybe 50% of the cassette.
So you cut the other part. You
All
remain
these
with your
things.
favorite part.
Yes, and then maybe when it's a DVD, or a VCD, you're the one who goes there with the head cleaner. You go, all these things.
Okay.
Yeah, so I developed the passion from a while back, but then of course, my background is not as good as people think it is. Yeah, because I grew up in war and all that.
Okay.
Yes, so in that process, yeah, you can't really think much about this, but we used to love planes because with my family, my grandpa was in the Air Force, and my dad also was in the military. So yeah, we once in a while we go to the airport and all that. You see the jets and everything. So yeah,
when they're leaving to go to their work.
Yes. So sometimes maybe you're moving from one station to another. So yeah, you get to hop in and then you fly. So that's where the passion for flying came from.
So you're saying some of these passions that developed due to what we are exposed to.
Exposure's there, exactly, because you wouldn't know. Like for now, if you don't interact with, for example, let's say anyone, do you think people in Kenya are interested in space as much?
Not really.
Why? Because we don't have NASA.
There's no exposure.
There's no exposure.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Now look at us now. We have a lot of farmers around. We have a lot of business people around. Equally, we have a number of pilots around. So to some extent, you can easily say the apple does not fall far from the tree.
Yeah.
Exactly. So what you're exposed to is basically what you like to do.
You'll end up doing.
Exactly.
So true.
So with that, at least now when it comes to pilot training, yes, I'm the first pilot in our family. My uncle was a pilot. Yes, but now I'm looking at that tree.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you are the first one.
I'm the first one. So I didn't have guidance, like told, okay, once you're done flying or flying school, this is what's going to happen. You'll get a job. As we thought, like, hey, flying is just, hey, you see pilots in white shirts, you see the cabin crew
and
in their slick skirts and all these things. You see them driving the best cars, living, all the flashy lives. You think like, it's just that.
That's how it happens.
Hey, that's a lie.
Tell
It
us
is a
about
big
it.
lie. To begin with, the flight training process from the intake, okay? So all from high school, of course, you need to have good grades. And if you look at our brochure, let me take you through.
Yeah.
So to join us,
one thing I wanted to let my viewers know, for me when I was studying in school, I remember the people who say they wanted to become pilots.
Yes.
They were told you need to get straight A's in all the sciences, and your mean grade should be an A. Yeah.
Wow.
So I was so surprised to find out that you can become a pilot with a C+.
Exactly.
And I believe there are many parents who told their children, because you didn't get that A, then you're not going to become a pilot. I'm not going to use my money to spend.
Yeah. Actually, that's that's not a very good notion.
Yeah.
I know it's out there.
That's what is out there. That's what children are sold to when they're in
Exactly. Because flying is a technical field, and anything technical comes with experience, with practice, just like driving. Okay, that's why we are under Ministry of Transport and not under Ministry of Education.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So in other places like the States, for example, where they are FAA regulated, FAA is Federal Aviation Authority. They regulate the flying, licensing, and all that. So with them, for you to become a pilot, you don't have to go to a flying school. Yeah. You can make your plane as long as you know how to control it and all that. You'll be licensed. And there are other planes that do not require a pilot license, like the ultralights. It's like just for leisure flying.
And can that harm other people if you're not licensed?
Not as much. Of course, it's regulated. There's a whole segment of the regulation that deals with all that.
Okay.
Now, in other words, what I'm trying to say is, with the kind of regulations or requirements that we have in the West, basically, some of them, when you come to Kenya, I think we've been living in that dilemma for the longest time. So as it is, you've seen it's C+.
Yeah, and also it's only once in science. It doesn't physics, because as it was, you have to have done physics, and I was surprised to find out that.
Exactly.
Wow. Wow.
Yes.
So, guys, if you're watching this and you want to become a pilot, as you've heard, it's a technical job. So it's all about training. Once you have a mean grade of a C plus, then you can come and enroll.
Yes, and preferably you understand basic maths, and of course you are able to communicate in English, not English or Sungu.
Wait, if I'm in the village and I'm not so good, I can't become.
Then how will you communicate with other people? How will you communicate with other people?
But you said it's technical. You have.
It is, yeah, but to some extent, yes.
You have to know.
Because remember, you'll be flying, different airspaces here and there. Because to that effect, we've got something called English language proficiency. So you have to get a minimum of level 4.
Okay.
Yeah, so level 4, then there's level 5, and there is level 6, which is proficiency.
Okay.
Okay.
Sawa. Yeah.
Now, back to what you were saying, and we've talked about the English, geography, and any science. Then Kenya School offers internal written evaluation, as well as flying. Why do we do that? We want to pick, strong candidates, or if we have weak ones, we are able to tailor make the training to suit their needs. Because there are people who are really good in theory, yet they're weak when it comes to the practicals, and vice versa. So it's upon us to build them up. Okay. The others who are broken beyond repair to some extent, but we don't believe that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Anything
believe
is fixable.
exactly.
Yeah.
We try to.
You don't give up. Since someone has a passion of becoming a pilot, then they're given the opportunity.
As long as there are two things, there is the will and there is the discipline to achieve that.
Yeah.
Yes, because you might want to help someone who doesn't want it.
Yeah.
So that is just, it goes down.
It's not going to happen.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once we do the written exam with the evaluation, we do the practical ones, then we compile the report and we'll brief you. We'll tell you, hey, madam, by the way, your flying is very good, but the theory, umeanguka. So now what do we do? It's either we come up with remedial classes, something like that.
So pilots also have remedial classes?
Yes.
Okay.
We do have that, more especially in Kenya School. I don't know about other schools, but Kenya School of Flying, that's what we
It's the best school of flying.
We try to build them up.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So now, I wanted to ask, if I wanted to become a pilot, I've told them it's the best school of flying. Why should they come to Kenya School of Flying?
Wow. I don't know whether I should get you something extra coffee or something you like for that question. Because it's basically, I'll tell you why Kenya School. Why Kenya School? Because number one, we have the manpower. With the manpower, we have all of them are equipped with the required skills. Because in this day and era, the industry is growing very fast. The technological advances are just, they're getting about like
every day. It's like a phone update.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we try our best to keep up with the trends. Okay. We've got highly capable instructors in the field. We've got facilities.
Like how many instructors do you have?
As of now, I'd say we've got about 12 instructors.
Oh, nice.
And all of them are full-time instructors.
Nice. So they're always at the base?
Always.
At the satellite bases?
You just tell me you want one, I can call them right now, book for your flight.
We'll do that. We'll do that after this video.
Yes. So we have, and they're all of them are dedicated, and of course through the management. And then also we have our facilities. That is, we have Orly Airbase, and that's accommodation.
I've seen it's the only flying school that gives you accommodation.
Yes, and our accommodation is just like at the airport.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
You just wake up in the morning, go have breakfast. If you're bored, you can even have your sunrise at the airside.
Oh, nice.
Looking at the runway. It's just in less than 5 minutes, you're at the airside.
Yeah.
So you don't have to use a lot of energy stuck in traffic and all that.
Yeah, you're there where you
Yes,
needed.
also we've got various satellite stations. We have Malindi, where you get to fight with the big boys there a bit. And of course, training at Malindi, after a very long day of flying, you get to go to the beach, spend some beautiful time there. If you have tourists who come from all over the world
You get to meet
to enjoy themselves at the beach, and you go there to train.
Yeah, imagine.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Then we have also Diani, which is South Coast. It also offers the same. Then we have, of course, Nairobi, where we do the entire training for multi, and occasionally we do the PPL, the pre-entry checks, and part of our building. So having looked at all these satellite bases, it offers totally different
experience.
Exactly.
Yeah, and by satellite bases, we mean where the aircrafts are that are used by the students to learn how to fly and to accumulate their flying hours.
Yes.
Because I understand for you to become a pilot, you have to have achieved a certain number of flying.
Exactly. Here, our experience is gauged or measured in terms of hours. It is measured in terms of hours. Basically, if you tell me you have 20 hours today, I can roughly gauge how much experience you have. All right.
Gauging by the number of hours you've flown.
Yes. Okay. If you tell me you have 2,000 hours, I'm not like, this case a big experience. Yes. If you tell me you have 3,000 hours, I'm not like, yes.
Yeah. So let me ask you, sir.
Yes.
What are some of the mistakes that students who want to become pilots make that you would advise my viewers not to make?
Very good question. Very good question. Now, with the common mistakes, I'd say students don't usually do proper research before joining flying school. And they end up usually going, I don't call it wrong schools or something of the sort, but they go to, they make poor decisions. All right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying everyone should come to Kenya school. This is the only school. No. There are many schools in Kenya. Even in the region, we have other schools. If you go to Tanzania, you go to Uganda, you go to South Africa, or even up north to Egypt. So there are many schools. When you make your research, look for, I think, three things. Number one, what do they offer? Number two, what's the quality?
Yeah.
Number three, look at the outputs, the results. Okay, how many people do they produce
from that school?
Yes.
How many pilots are flying the planes?
Yes.
Yeah, from the Kenya school.
If you look at that, because at the end of the day, if you're just working just like an investment, you just getting guys in, but you're not producing any.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
You're just doing business.
Exactly.
You're not being impactful.
Exactly, that is that. Yeah. Number two, people look for the cheapest option.
Oh. And because flying is quite expensive.
It is.
I've seen like the first phase. It has like 3 phases.
Yes.
And the first phase is $1 million, almost 2 million, 1.6.
It is 1.6.
Yeah. And the other one is 4.2. So it's really expensive.
It is. It is
so
quite
that is what
pricey.
makes some people go to.
Yes. So now you go to someone who will tell you, if you come, like let's say now our total fees, we have, this is everything by the way, including accommodation, facilities and everything. It comes to about 1.6 currently. All right. That's for the PPL.
The introductory.
Yeah. Someone will tell you, if you come with 900,000, you will have a license. And because you have no idea what it entails and all that, you'll think, it's a good deal.
Yeah.
You go for it. You end up spending 5 good years of your life without a license.
With money that should have bought a shamba.
Well, of course, you can do that, shamba.
or just to wait and come to the right school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So there is that. So we should always look for quality.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, even if you, let's say, get the license at a cheaper price, for example. Let's say you get the hours in a way, then what happens next? You lack the skills. These days, the industry looks for people with skills. You have vigorous stages of training and interviews as well.
Yeah.
So what happens if you're not well equipped with the required knowledge? You will keep on falling off.
Yeah.
All the time you keep on failing in interviews.
Yeah.
Why? Could be, it's not because you're dumb also. Maybe you have less knowledge,
Yeah.
and maybe
You did not pick the right school.
exactly.
And you know,
Mhm.
something as technical as this, I would advise my viewers, you'd rather go to a place where you would spend, but get the required
Exactly.
knowledge and experience with a reputable school. Yeah, because you know, flying is not like any other course, maybe
No.
administration. That one you can do it anywhere and even learn on YouTube.
Yes.
But flying a plane and people's lives, then you have to go to the best.
It's a hands-on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and you know they say cheap is expensive.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, do you go for cheap things?
I
Of
don't.
course,
I
yeah.
don't. Even people at my channel, they know the content that I've given them so far.
Yes.
They can tell.
Ah, very good.
Yeah.
It's an
Even
expensive one.
you can tell I'm sitting here with a chief captain.
Well,
But then we tell them what chief means
what a chief means?
by a chief captain.
Well, now you've given me an extra one, chief captain. I'd say a chief pilot or chief flight instructor, because I serve both.
Okay.
With the chief flight instructor, basically means I oversee all the instructors,
Oh,
Okay.
nice. All the others that have told us.
all the instructors, and the students. I'm responsible for flight training, standardization, flight scheduling, intakes, and all this.
Nice.
So when someone joins the school, might not meet them immediately, sometimes based on the schedule. So we've got a capable team,
Yeah.
like all the way from the reception. We've got a student coordinator. We have our operations as well.
Yeah.
So they do handle all that.
Yeah.
So by the time we are meeting, come over there. So
Nice.
just yeah. So that's what I do. It's a task and a half. You have to be a bold man for that.
It's an honorable task.
It
Because
is.
you're overseeing people who will be flying lives
Yes,
and
yes.
large numbers of lives on the air.
And not everyone will like you,
Yeah.
because there's some decisions that you make. People will not be like, okay.
Yeah.
Students will hate you. Like, hey,
You know,
someone
like,
is late and you're on their case. Why are you late?
yeah.
Yes, someone hasn't done one or two things. You tell them why.
Yeah. So you're like also at the disciplinarian.
Well, you can say that to some extent. Yeah, and that's why we we are the best.
Yeah. Right.
Because you have to
Because without manners and a structure to follow, then everyone will do what they want to do.
Exactly.
And we don't want to that. We don't want that in a place where you're producing the best.
Yes, we don't.
Yeah.
So with that, do I look tough that much?
Not really, but your eyes, the way you focus looking at someone, you make people shy off or blush.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it's a key element. Yeah,
It's which is very important.
So yes, so we do that, and we ensure that they get all the things straight.
Okay.
That's what happens.
So now, because you're the chief, since you're the chief flight instructor, you know there are people who want to become pilots. But like you say, there's that entry exam that they do for you to determine what do you think makes a good pilot.
What makes a good pilot? It's not your grades, actually. It's not how much you have in your account. It's not how much you fly.
Okay.
And all that. Great pilots are made, I think, from simple things. Discipline is number one.
Okay.
You have to be highly disciplined. Discipline in a sense that you have to choose what's right from the wrong. You have to know when to say yes and when to say no. You have to be disciplined to an extent like, yes, this is what I've chosen.
Yeah.
I have to put in the effort and everything to achieve my goal.
And you have to be able to make hard decisions. Like sometimes you're forced to land a plane where in a way that
there's all that. But even before getting there, to be a disciplined pilot, of course, with the decision making, if you have a sober mind, then yes, you're likely to be a good one.
Yeah.
And you have to constantly put in the effort to learn new things. The industry is changing. Learning never stops for us, by the way. Today they keep on studying things I've learned sometimes back.
Yeah.
Why to keep on my currency?
Yeah.
Because you get to forget. Yes, there's that. Then also, as you said, when it comes to decision making with emergencies, also, yeah, emergencies are what make they make pilots better.
Yeah, like the
Good.
lady who landed a plane when the weather was really bad. It was
Yes.
from Kenya Airways.
Yes, yes, and shout out to Kenya Airways. They have good pilots and of course a bigger number of Kenya school crew. Yes.
What?
Yes.
Did you guys hear that? The pride of Africa. Most of the pilots
We have
they
a
come
number of
from.
them.
And I told you guys, with everything that I'll put on my channel, it will be the best. It will be to empower you, to impact your life.
Mhm.
Yeah, I didn't
Yes.
know that.
We have quite a number of pilots there. We have
Wow.
quite a number of pilots there.
Nice.
Correct. Even our CEO
Mm-hmm.
and the founder of the school
Mm-hmm.
is an alumni of Kenya Airways.
Mm.
Yes. It's flown there. Yes.
I am
So
not going to even.
that's why you see us, we share some things with Kenya Airways.
Yeah.
You know, they're called Kenya and us even we're Kenya.
Kenya School of Life.
Then the Airways and we're Kenya School of Flying.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
yeah, there's that. So it takes a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So sometimes you even have to sacrifice. You get sleepless nights.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get to lose your personal life because of this.
We're always on the air.
Yes, you're always there, and then sometimes you even get to lose your loved ones. And, you know, some people say, "Oh, I said they pick the relationship, or you pick that." So
And by the time you're calling, the person is flying a plane up
That is
there. And up. How many feet? There's a
depends.
standard feet where you.
no, it varies, you know, from the aircraft type and the
Mhm.
kind of operation you're doing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but for training flights, because you have most of our planes are not pressurized,
Okay.
so we operate below 14,000 feet.
Okay.
Yes.
So, which is the favorite plane that you've flown so far?
Favorite and the flying school.
Mm.
Yeah. My favorite is the Seneca.
Mm-hmm.
It's an aircraft called Seneca. It's a twin engine.
Okay.
Yes, the twin engine. Um,
Would you like to show it to my people one day
why not?
in one of your flying
Actually,
bases?
yes.
Yeah.
You're invited.
We
for a
should
flight.
plan and show them.
Yes,
Right?
we'll even go to the coast.
Oh,
Yes.
with the Diani one. Because the Diani is prettier.
Hey,
I mean, I
Diana.
like showing people good things. So
Good
yeah,
things.
I'll choose
Yeah,
Diani.
exactly.
over the
That one,
other.
rest assured you're okay.
You guys have had. He is on record.
Hey.
Yeah, on
But
record.
yes, of course I'm on record.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what else would you like for any young person or individual? Because I understand that people who, even when they have done their studies, they're having their own businesses, they want to own. And you know nowadays people are owning their own private jets
Hey, why
and
not?
private planes.
Why not?
Yeah. So what do you have to tell them, people who want to become pilots?
If you're in for it, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, make sure you're disciplined. Get a choice of schools. Do your research and invest wisely. And once you get the flying school, the rest is yours. You have to study so well, put in the efforts, sacrifice as much as possible
Yeah.
until you achieve all your licenses.
Or how
And-
many licenses?
We have the student pilot license, which you get after you pass your medical. By the way, medical is key. Medical
You have
is-
to be medically fit.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, and of course, mental health has become an issue.
Yeah.
We have,
Because someone can decide to drop all the people that he's with on the
it
plane.
has happened.
Oh,
It has happened severally.
wow.
Yeah.
It was not by accident, but by choice.
Yes.
Because of mental.
People
Wow.
committing suicide.
What? The people on the plane.
Yes.
So how do you check people's mental health? How are you able to
We
tell? You can
have
tell.
approved medical doctors.
Oh yeah, I've seen on them.
Yes. Aviation medical examiners. There's a whole page. Yes, they do all that work for us.
They are able to ascertain if
Yes.
this person is able. Yeah, because
Yes.
mental health, mental problems have
Plus, you know,
become
the
a-
other things like weight. Yeah. To be aware of your weight, you need to be within a certain BMI.
Okay, you can't supersede.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
You can't be overweight or underweight if you want to be in this industry. And of course, that means you have to watch your diet, you need to exercise,
Yeah.
and all these things.
So, as you've said, you oversee all the students who
Yes.
come to Kenya School of Flying. You know, that must be a very proud moment when you see them graduating and obtaining their wings to fly.
You should
the
see me
plane.
when I release them out after they get their licenses. Oh my, wow.
You can't explain the feeling.
Yeah, and yet most of them forget you. Like they're like, they won't even say like, "Hey, Captain, thank you." They'll be like, they get their licenses. It's like they're happy.
But
Like, hey, thank God I'm done with those guys.
with those guys,
No more stress of
the
fighting.
rules.
Keep the center line, keep the aircraft straight and level, and all that.
Yeah.
But I've trained quite a number of pilots, hundreds and hundreds of pilots.
Imagine.
Yes.
And they don't have to tell you thank you. You're just seeing them flying planes and being associated with Kenya School of Flying.
That is it.
That is thank you enough.
That is my joy. Actually, it's not a must.
Yeah.
It's not a must.
But they should go and be great.
That is it.
And represent the name that
the
is Kenya
moment
School of Flying.
we release them, the name speaks for itself.
Yeah.
Because the industry knows our product. They know the kind of product
the flying industry.
They are soaring high. Them and the Eagles, same was up.
Yeah. And this is a lady, the first captain commander.
Yes, Koki.
Yeah.
Koki, yes.
Where is she right now?
She's at Kenya Airways. She flies for Kenya Airways.
That's nice.
The pride of Africa. The pride of Kenya School.
Koki, if you see this video, it's such an honor to get to know about you. Your story really inspired me, and it's one of the motivations that motivated me to want to air a segment with Kenya School of Flying.
Yes, you're in the right place.
Because I want my ladies to become pilots and go and shine bright. Yeah,
ladies.
Yeah.
Okay.
The ladies watching me.
Her ladies,
yeah. So yeah, Nona, you guys have won several awards?
Yes, we have. So,
does the flying industry have awards for the schools?
Yes, we do. We do have. It's been a while though, but I think we are hoping they come back. Okay. Quite soon.
Sawa.
Yes.
So yeah, when you enter through the reception, you're able to see the simulator.
Yes.
And I was talking with Eva, and she was telling me that for the hours of flying, some of them we do them on the simulator, of which we're going to show you guys once we're done with the sit down. So yeah, tell us about the simulator.
All right, the simulator is a Redbird full motion simulator, FMX 1000. And we mainly use it for advanced training. That is for our instrument candidates. So we do a multi-engine and instrument on that simulator. Okay. So what it does is really it simulates the general flight conditions that we want for a specific exercise. And with that in mind, we are able to put in the weather, thunderstorms, and all that. And it's much cheaper. Right. So by the time you're releasing into the aircraft, you have gotten better feel and you're okay with your procedures. Okay. Yes.
So you're saying training with the aircraft is more expensive. The simulator makes it cheaper.
Absolutely.
So you're able to do some of the hours on the simulator.
Yes.
So guys, in layman's language, let me use my language because Captain is using the professional terms. So the simulator is like an example of an aircraft in the office. So everything that is done when you're training on the aircraft, you're able to do it on the simulator that is based here at this school, right? Yeah. So you're able to reduce the amount the cost.
Yes.
That you would have spent if you are using the plane.
Throughout. Yes.
And the plane are expensive because of fuel, right?
It does a lot. That is fuel, that is insurance, there's parking, there's landing, there's navigation fees.
Oh yeah, I hear parking a plane is very expensive. You have to pay for the parking space.
Yes.
Why is it expensive?
Well, the plane itself is expensive.
Oh, so
the plane is heavy.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. No comments.
It requires a lot of maintenance.
That is why I keep quiet.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Seth, is there anything else you'd like to add to my viewers?
Well, I'll just really... Well, yeah, maybe you can just tell them one or two things. Possibly when it comes to piloting, it's an interesting field. Okay. It's an enjoyable field. It's, I'd say it's the greatest field you can ever join. In a sense that when people work, at some point they take a break to go on vacation, to go sightseeing or anything. Yeah. And so in most cases, if you're to go to your dream destination, I want to bet like 87% or even 90% that you're going to hop into a plane. Yeah. And fly to a dream destination. Yeah. Right? 100%. Yes. Now, in this case, you will pay to go to a dream destination. Guess what will happen to us? We'll be paid to go to a dream destination. And then there's a train of Mwalimu Ahmad. You seen that?
Hapa ni wapi?
Hapa ni wapi?
Tunaenda huko. You land huko.
Exactly that. So you get to see. There's a lot of adventure in flying. Yeah, and if you like good things and association, all this going places.
And you get to meet people.
You get to
and the people from different cultures and different parts of the world.
And that makes you a better person.
Yeah.
Because of exposure.
Yeah.
And it's not about, let's say, investment. You should have it. And of course, you tend to be happy in most cases when you're in the aircraft. So
what makes them happy? What makes the pilots happy?
Being off the ground is happy. It just makes you happy.
It's a wonderful experience.
Speed, if you love speed, cruising at 500 kilometers per hour.
The way you've reminded me, my first time boarding a plane, when you were, what is it called? Ascending.
Yes.
When you are ascending, there was that thing that happened.
Yes.
What do you call that?
We call it that thing like a turbulence.
That's turbulence. What is that?
Well, it does happen. Remember, as you fly through the air, the atmosphere is not quite stable always.
Okay. They have bumps.
Well,
who knew there are bumps on the clouds?
Okay, wow.
Yeah, because it's not enjoyable at all.
Well, it's just like, the air, that atmosphere comprises of several things.
Okay.
All right. You have different layers and all that. The amount of pressure you have at certain altitudes, they're different. You have temperature inversions, all these things. So they create this phenomenon.
Yeah.
So with that, you have to be really, have to relax
kidogo too, and expect it at the back of your mind.
Yes.
I did not expect it. That's why it got me by surprise.
But most people, after they see that, they'll be like, hey, our flight.
What is happening?
They, in most cases, they blame us. Oh, we blame the pilot. Oh, that pilot is a beginner.
I am at the way he landed.
There's so many factors.
Yeah,
it takes a skill to do so.
So let me ask you, because I have an opportunity to be seated here with you.
Yes.
Why are we told to put our phones on airplane mode?
Why?
Yeah. And I hear when your phone is on, the plane can fall down. Okay, I'm using the layman's language. It can affect something scientific. Why are we told to put our phone?
Not really. In most cases, we tell you that just to. It's just like to safeguard. Because with modern planes, like now, we tell you people, okay, even now we have Wi-Fi on board. Airlines, we have a Wi-Fi. So if you put your aircraft in flight mode, how are you going to connect to the Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Back then, it used to cause a lot of interference because the systems were a bit ancient and all that. And then, when you have that network.
Hey, digital has saved us. So it was because of analog. I remember we were being told to switch off your phone because it can interfere with the plane and it can crash.
That's what people used to say.
Oh,
but that's a myth. Today,
we have cancelled that myth and misconception.
Exactly. Today, you can depart from here, leave your phone on,
and make calls on the plane.
You can, yes, if you're flying on an airliner with Wi-Fi on board, you can even call your loved ones.
Yeah. Hey, and this captain, he looks like he loves his loved ones. He has mentioned loved ones. This is the second time. There's a point you said you can lose your loved ones on the air.
Yes. Ask me about it.
Yeah.
Yes, because now they will call you and they will not find you on ground.
Yeah, and they assume you're just ignoring them. So it says a lot of your personal relationships.
It does. You lose a lot of friends in the mix.
Yeah. And like, someone that have you ever lost someone you really loved?
Yes, I have.
How did you overcome that?
By flying more. And staying focused by the remember when I getting my initial license, so the journey towards the initial license, there was that, because life on its own, to make things work, communication is key, right?
Yeah.
So you have to constantly be there.
Yeah.
Like even new people, like let me talk the other gender. You like it soft. You want someone who's there.
Yeah.
You want when someone wakes up in the morning, they call you, good morning, how are you? How
very
are
important.
Throughout the day, you drop a random text, hey, hi cutie, how's your day going on, everything. Then maybe somewhere there you send a random text and all that. When they call you, they find you and all that. Again, that doesn't happen much with flying. Remember I said discipline. It's there, and you get to lose a lot. Yeah, so you're doing a long day with several sectors here and there, and down to flight training.
Yeah.
The instructors are stressing you up. You have to catch up with their procedures. You need to get emergencies going. You need to work on your ground school. Everything is happening very fast. You don't really have much time to go on dates, vacations, and all that, or even the parties over the weekend. You don't get much of time to do so.
Social life has been
Absolutely.
limited.
So you get to lose a bit of that.
Yeah, but you get to do what you love at the same time.
Absolutely.
Something has to
So
give.
with time, like now, now we're here with you.
Yeah.
How much time did it take you to book an appointment?
Hey, that's a story for another day.
Absolutely.
That's
So
a
now-
story for another day.
Yes. So it takes really a lot.
Yeah.
So bottom line, it's a good field to be in, and yes, with time, everything will be.
And you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor because pilots are one of the most paid people. They live their precious life. Hey. Kisikia mtu ni pilot ama ni bibi ya pilot, they're living the life.
Well, okay, so let's go with that for now.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, you were telling us. Do you have anything else to say?
Do I? At the
Is there anything
moment,
that you think we have missed out?
I'll just tell you, flying is fun. Flying is fun. If it's your passion, join.
And make sure you come to the best school. Go to a choice school. Yeah, for me, I'd recommend Kenya School of Flying. But I don't know. You just make sure you do your research, like you said. People have to do research.
Yes.
And look at what the market wants, who are being picked in the market,
Yes.
and then go there.
Yes. That's it.
Yeah.
Cheap. Misha.
I would like to take this opportunity to thank you because you're a busy man. Like you've said, for me to get you to sit here, it has costed me an arm and a leg.
Wow. And actually, I have a flight in a few.
Oh, okay. So we have to wind up. Thank you so much for agreeing to come with us.
Yes.
Are you going to show my people the simulator?
Yes.
We can show them
Why
the
not?
simulator. Before we show them the simulator, tell them to subscribe.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, I'm talking to you. Yes. Don't even do anything here. Now, look here. Yes. This is informative. And my advice is that please
Like
all right. Now, yes, you. I'm talking to you right there. Okay. This is informative. All right. And you see what content they bring to you. And I'm sure there's so much lined up. Please join, like, subscribe, comment. What else have I left out?
Like and share. And come to Kenya School of Flying.
Yes, and that one, yes.
Yeah.
For the best pilot training.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Kiss them.
I have to do that.
Yeah.
Now, how many are they? Okay. Say something.
Flying places together.